Good morning. It is 7:55 a.m. on Friday, December 17th, 2021. I'm Christiana Ellis, and I just got up more or less. This is 5 more minutes. Stayed up too late last night, and I had a frustrating afternoon into evening last night where, as I mentioned yesterday, I had this sequence planned out where I was going to, work at the office for the first half of the day, and coming home to give Rocket a slightly early walk and dinner. And then the idea was doctor's appointment, just a checkup, and then going to this work, socializing, axe throwing thing. Problem in there started, not almost immediately, but Rocket didn't want to poop when I took him for the walk, which is like, okay. Whenever he gets off schedule, that's like, dogs. Anyway, and then the doctor's appointment, I mean, it's ordinary thing, can't be helped, but they kept me waiting for like 45 minutes, and that meant that I was running late trying to get to the work social thing at rush hour, and the traffic was so bad that it was just thoroughly unpleasant to be in, and it was making me later and later and later and later. And I eventually just aborted. I said, "Look, I can't get there. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I will see you tomorrow." So I didn't do that, and so I eventually just went home and feeling vaguely like that. Well, that sucked. But what I will say is that I decided, because first of all, the reason that I haven't yet seen the new Spider-Man movie is because I had that work social thing that I then didn't get to do. And so I bought a ticket for it to see it tonight, and I'm going to see it tonight. I'm looking forward to it. But um, once I canceled the other thing, it's like, oh, well, okay, now what am I doing tonight? And I decided to finally watch Venom: Let There Be Carnage, which I had not yet seen. I did enjoy the first one mostly. Mostly what I liked about it was, Tom Hardy and Venom doing their shtick, as opposed to any of the actual plot beyond just Venom making Eddie Brock do things like jump into the aquarium at a fancy restaurant and eat the lobster raw. I mean, that's fantastic. And what I will say is that if you also liked those parts of the first movie, you should see Let There Be Carnage, because the best part of the movie, which is quite a bit of it, is just the two of them being a dysfunctional gay couple in one body, and it's just fantastic in that regard. I care orders of magnitude less about Woody Harrelson as Cletus Cassidy, aka Carnage. Frankly, I felt like it was a fairly tame version of Carnage. I'm not sure why Woody Harrelson was who they wanted to cast, other than to just get a name. Because, I mean, like, I don't dislike Woody Harrelson, but I just felt like it felt like a fairly uninteresting version of the character to me, frankly. Um, and then, Carnage has a girlfriend named Shriek in this, which I don't know, maybe in the comics he does at some point, but uh, they gave her hardly anything to do. When she occasionally got to do things like have lines, I liked her, but mostly the movie is not very interested in giving her much in the way of real characterization beyond she's got a superpower where she screams real loud and she's got a weird messed up eye. Um, so like that part I like a lot less. But here's the saving grace of all of that, is that it's not very long. The movie is only 97 minutes, and so it doesn't waste time with stuff we don't care about. We get a whole bunch of Eddie Brock and Venom, which is fantastic. and then we get a little bit of carnage and a big cool fight, and then the movie's over. And it's like, so I will say, Venom Let There Be Carnage is not high art. It's not a masterpiece. I don't think it was robbed at the Oscars last year. I guess it wouldn't even, no, it would be Oscars this year, right? I do not expect it to be robbed, or when it receives no Oscar nominations, it will not have been robbed. But I was entertained. So I'll leave it there, and I will talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.